And so I've always, in my head, I've always thought that's what it is, you know? So when I met my husband, I think it's really more when, how he interacts with our kids, you know what I'm saying? And how he treats me as well. Don't get me wrong, but I think that he has those same kind of attributes, you know, that, you know, hey, I love my family. I take care of my family. I work hard. Lord knows that's a hard working man. I've never seen nobody go from, you gonna work. It don't matter where you go. He gonna go.
I don't know how many times
he gonna go to work.
Where's that man at work? God dang, he lived there.
And I feel like I work a lot too, but he gonna work.
Both of y'all work a lot.
And he gonna work. He gonna work. Then he gonna come. He gonna do it.
I don't even feel like he took a break when he got out. I just feel like he went straight into work and never stopped.
And he did.
See what I'm saying?
Didn't have to.
I know.
Didn't have to, but definitely did. But loving towards his family, caring towards his family, our kids, you know, go the extra mile, like, you know, very appreciative about everything. Go out the way to try to make you happy. You know, just sometimes just the simple things. It's just like, you know, so I do think that he has a lot of qualities that I would say that good men have. Yeah. Outside of like money and status. You know, just saying just day to day.
And I don't even feel like money and status makes you a good man.
Yeah, this is true.
It doesn't, because there's nasty people, I mean, at the top with money and status, and they are not good men.
Right.
And I genuinely feel like when it comes to you even deeming yourself as a good man, money and status should never be in the equation to why you're a good man.
I don't think it has anything to do with it. Not saying that, hey, just be around here not doing nothing and not bringing in no money or like, no, a lot of things.
Don't let that be your lead.
That should not be at the forefront. Oh, I'm a good man just because I made 6 figures. Like that doesn't make sense to me. No. I think qualifying as a good man are like your characteristics. You know, that's what it is, not your financial status. It is basically your characteristics and how you treat others, how you carry yourself, how you do things.
And also how you listen. Because a lot of the times you have men that don't want to listen to their partner.
Okay, what do you mean?
So, yeah, because that did sound kind of blunt. But like, say for instance, like you said, if there's a situation that arises and he decides, oh, well, we could do it this way, but you see it from another lens. Hey, baby, maybe we could do it this way. And we could make it better this way. Some men aren't receptive to hearing that. It's okay, well, this is what I came up with. This is what I want to do. This is how we're going about it.
Yes, I think that you got to have a partnership. It's a give and take, right? And sometimes if I see something a certain way, and maybe I'm not seeing the vision that you have. But the thing is, too, is that, okay, when it comes to certain things, I just got to trust what you say. Yeah. You know, okay, I believe in you. I believe in you going to make sure that you look out for the best interest of our family. So, okay, you know, if it does not work, then, hey, I think that maybe this would be a better avenue to navigate this situation. And I think that good partners communicate with each other anyway before they make major life decisions. For sure. Because it's like, hey, babe, I was thinking about this. What do you think?
Yeah.
And then we make a decision from there.
That's,
or then he makes a decision.
Because now he wants to hear what you're saying.
Putting in my input on the situation. But, you know, sometimes, hey, I just wanted to go with this. Oh, okay. You know, that's what we doing. Yeah. All right. If you rocking, I'm rolling.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Let's figure it out whenever goes place.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I mean when I say listen, because just calling to get your input, that's him listening to your feedback. Right. And that might dictate how he moves in his decision. Yeah, he might still go with his decision, but he might go handle it differently just because of what you said to him. So I do think that is another good trait when it comes into defining a good man. Like, I'm not going to say, oh, we all know we want a man to be emotionally stable and emotionally intelligent when it comes to dealing with a woman, because we are full of emotions. And at the same time, I feel like a man understanding his own emotions makes him top tier to handle mine. Right. Because if you can regulate yours, I know you can help me regulate mine. Not saying that I can't regulate my own, but at the same time, we feed off each other.
Right.
You know? So
definitely. I think it's got to be a good balance, right?
For sure.
Because if I'm on 100 and you on 1,000, that's not going to work.
We're not going to work out.
That's not going to work.
We're not going to work out.
You know, we got to be yin and yang at times. You know, it may be sometimes where I'm like, I might be overreacting. You're like, hey, we got to chill on that.
Yeah, bring
and
it
then
down.
It might be sometimes when you overreact and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's bring it down. Calm down. Like, walk around, chill it out. You know, it's going to be okay. Hey, handle it in this situation. Handle it in this, you know, capacity, that situation. You know, it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? You're helping balance each other out sometimes. And, you know, and it's, like we said, being a safe space for each other. And that's the main thing, you know. So sometimes, and you don't always, even if you're a good man or a good woman, you don't always make good decisions. You know what I mean? And it's okay when you make a bad decision. We just got to figure it out.
And figure it out from there. Keep it moving. Yeah. That's all you really can do in that. But I do feel like, you know, good men are little to none at this point.
Really?
Because I'm just saying in the aspects of the dating world that we have now.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure out here there is good men. It's just very hard to find single good men, if that makes sense. Because in that aspect, I feel like a lot of the men are driven by social media influences or perceptions that they may have of a woman that they don't know, because most of the time men only, well, I'm not gonna say they only, but a lot of men like what they think or perceive of you. They don't actually know you. And so when they get to know you, okay, then you ain't it, then they don't like you. But I'm just saying, so a lot of them perceive certain women when they see them a certain way. They're like, oh, I ain't messing with her, she outside too much. That ain't even really the reality of who the woman is. Right. But they're going to go off of what that perception
is. So everything is going to be based off perception. Yeah, when you see somebody and people be like, oh, I just like them for, I was attracted to their personality. You got to get to know them first. The first thing was your eyes attracted what you saw. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes it could be good or bad. You know, you know, you get to know them like, nah, I don't really like them. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay too. But, you know, or you like, they're okay. But then I had a conversation with them and I'm like, man, I really like this person. Yeah. So you definitely don't know until you take the time to get to actually know someone.
I don't know. I guess like my view of good men are somewhat obscure because I've saw men in relationships or marriages that I assumed they were good in. And then I can't. I assumed they were good in, and then to learn that they weren't, it's just like, dang, like it looked good. You know what I'm saying? The optics looked very well, but it's not that. So it's like, dang, like what you got going on?
Yeah, I mean, but you know what? Sometimes you can't even let what other people got going on to deter you of men that are out there, right? Because sometimes a man could look at just a woman's life and say, man, they, like you said, oh, they too outside, they this, they that. They don't even know you. They don't know what's going on with you, you know. But a lot of, I mean, women hurt men just like men hurt women.
This is true.
You know, and I think when it comes to relationships or defining a good man or a good woman, you know, to be a good partner, I do think that, and everybody go about it differently, but I do think you need to pray about it.
Oh,
because
my gosh,
sometimes people come into your life and they seem nice, they seem like the good, perfect person, and they just may not be.
They don't want nothing good for you, and they ain't gonna give you nothing good.
May not be that. So you definitely have to be prayerful, goodness, in that area. Because, you know, sometimes you get in relationships or you think this is a good person and you think this is a good man or you think this is a good woman and it's like,
it's not it.
You not what I thought it was.
Not it. No, it definitely does get that. But I hate the fact that, like I said, like we live in such a social media time frame now that everybody wants the image that they see online, or they want to be the image that they see online.
But they don't even know what goes on. Sometimes them people be rocking and fighting each other up in there. Y'all don't know what's going on.
It's the sound effects for me.
You don't know what's going on in them people's house.
No, but you're not wrong, and that's what I'm saying.
Like, just going off of, they snapped a couple photos,
they did a pictures, never a couple's goal girl.
And then you see them, oh, he dead, she dead. You like, what?
He done shot her.
What happened?
Proposed to her and shot her the same day. That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, look one way, or what you're seeing is one thing, but what's actually happening is something different.
I don't want nobody else's love. I want the love that the Lord has for me.
Right.
So you'll never catch me out here saying, oh, I want what she got, because that's not for me, it's for her.
Right.
Because you don't know what she over there battling to keep what she has that you think looks so good.
Or you don't know what she went through or he went through to get to their person. Right?
Exactly.
To get to their person. They may have had a couple failed relationships, or they may have had some other stuff that go on prior to them getting to their person.
Yeah.
And when they got to their person, they both were on the same path of life. Like, this is what I want. This is where I'm going in life. And sometimes, from my experience, I would say I didn't know this is what I wanted. I was still like, I'm not sure. Not that I thought that I never wanted to be in a relationship, married, and all of that stuff. It was just that I had went through whatever I went through prior, and I was just like,
I ain't messing with it again.
I'm not sure. But then I tell you, having somebody that's patient with you, having somebody that's still there with you, having somebody like, no, I love you. I'm here. We just gonna rock and we'll figure it out.
No, baby, it's all to just having a good man. And like you said, a good man ain't always perfect, because Big Dog might not always been perfect, but that man loves your dirty wrong. That man
don't love my dirty wrong, but I do love him. You know what I'm saying? And he do love me. I appreciate that.
He love that man love you down.
That we do love each other, and we don't just love each other. We like each other, right? Because life is not perfect, but when you do have somebody that you want to be like, hey, this is my friend, this is my partner, this is a person that I'm trying to be old with and go through life with, and just be, that's my man. You know what I'm saying? My woman, like, that's where I'm going in life with this. You know what I'm saying? It's no turning. There's no turning back. We in this forever.
No, because like you said earlier, like, I feel like that as well. How they're a father to their kids is also
very important.
A characteristic of you being a good man, because I got to see how you daddy. I got to see how you father, because if you could be out here doing everything you need to fulfill me, but if you can't fulfill your kids the way that they need to be fulfilled, you're lagging. You're lacking.
I think being a good father is good. And I always say, like, I had a good father as a daughter. You know what I'm saying? So to see my daughter have the same relationship, like love her dad the same way he loved her, same way, is different. Boys they a little bit different. Their relationship's still gonna be, good. It's just like, oh, I'm teaching you how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? So, but boys are more like clinging to their moms. Most of them, for sure. But it's still about, hey, I'm going out here with you. Hey, these are life lessons. Hey, when things come about being a black man, I a black man to teach my black son how to be a black man. Yep. You know what I mean? Because life is unforgiving sometimes. Very. So you have to learn how to maneuver yourself in life, and you have to learn how to think before you react, because you will have yourself in a situation. These are things that you teach your son as a man, right? I can't teach you how to be no man.
No.
I think that's why I think where it comes to having balance, right? Because men may be a little bit more stern with young men, right? And it is because not life could treat you bad. You know what I mean? So I need you to learn this, but I also love on you. So I don't want you to always think that it's always like being hard on you, but I love you too. So I need you to know that I love you as well, but I got to be a little bit tougher with you, because you at the age where in a minute, they're not going to see you as a boy.
For sure.
They're going to see you as a man, and this is how they perceive black men.
I feel like that might ruffle a little feathers, because I do feel like a lot of black women like to hold on to that stigma that they can raise a man. And honestly, you can raise a man, but you can't raise a man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's still things about a man that you can't teach a man to be as a woman, because you don't know it.
It's going to be some things that you don't know, but I do think that some mothers have to fill in that role, right? But with that, it's still not saying that just because, even if you was a single mother, right? Yeah. It's still not saying that you don't have male figures. It's
a male some around that's
life. They're not just centered around all females all the time. It's not that. So do I think that some single mothers raise great sons? They do. Yeah. They absolutely do. Yeah. I do not want anybody to think that it's like, oh, you as a single mom, you can't raise no man.
No, you can, but they're going to be some male
energy somewhere around. I don't care if they're on the reading team, the track team, the football team. They're men.
The teachers.
They are men around teaching them how to be men, teaching them how life lessons, teaching them like, hey, you can't get angry. If you get angry like this, you can let somebody deter your whole life. Right. You know what I mean? And this is just learning lessons. Yep. And some things you take differently from your mom than you do from a male.
100%, because there's some ways that you'll feel comfortable with discussing certain things with a male than you would with your mother.
Right, exactly.
So I definitely do think that. I think that's one of the bigger things coming around when it comes to, you know, women trying to raise boys. Like, you can raise him to be loving and know how to treat a woman, but you can't teach him certain internal things that he needs from a man.
I just think they're going to have situations that they're going to deal with in life that you may not have experienced in that because you're not a man.
You're not a man.
So they do reach out to, but I think having a open and loving environment that maybe they can express to you like, hey mom, I'm dealing with this, and you find them the right person to talk to. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you may not can't handle, you know, what they're going through, or you're not understanding,
or you don't even know how to explain it to them.
Right. Because it's gonna be something I can't teach you certain things about manhood. I can't teach you about a hood I never been in.
I can't teach you about a hood
that I never been in. I've never been into coming up into manhood. I never experienced certain emotions. I'm not going through, hey, I'm learning this about myself and my body. I'm trying to fit in, or I'm trying to go through all of this. And a lot of times I think that we expect that from girls growing up into becoming into womanhood, right? But boys go through their phases as well. And people think that, I think that sometimes we feel that it's more acceptable for girls. Oh, she gonna have her cycle. She gonna, but boys are going through a transition as well. And it hit them hard. It hit them hard. And you be like, what is going on here? But I don't know where your emotions are. Where you all over the place. You know, you have to talk to your dad, or you have to talk to your grandfather, your uncle, you know, maybe if you have a coach or your whatever you have, or have to put you in a group with, you know, somewhere you have an outlet to talk and express yourself. And that's okay too.
Yeah. That just goes back into what we were saying as far as them growing up to be men, where they feel like they can't be vulnerable. They feel like they can't be soft in their emotions, because as a boy, they're always taught, oh, you got to be hard, suck it up. You know what I mean? We don't want to hear that. You can't cry. You can't do this. You can't do that. That comes from a young child. So it definitely, like I said, all of that rolls into coming from a teen that is basically going to mold what kind of man you're going to be.
Because, I mean, we, honestly, you know, we just got finished with a 7-on-7 season, right? And so it was a lot of, I had a 16, a high school team, and then a 10U. The 10U gonna cry.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They gonna cry. But I'm like, hey, suck it up. We're not crying. Now, if you hurt, I'm okay with that.
But you do that with the kids.
I do. But that's what I'm saying. If you hurt, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let if you got a reason me, they knocked the air out of you. Okay, hey, let's figure it out. Let's get you some water. Let's sit down. But I'm not gonna baby you, because you got a job to get done right now. Now, if you hurt, that's one thing. Let's sit down. Let's do whatever we got to do. But if your feelings hurt, no. We got stuff to do.
You are a true sports mom.
Get it done.
Listen, I heard you hollering at the boys on the field the other day. I get back here, get your hands up. I said, what hands up? Are you the coach or are you the team mom? Hold on.
Hey, it's one of the things. I don't know, you know, I can't tell you all the plays and all that stuff, but hey, I'm here to support. I am a support person.
I was like, Reese, there she go. I said, oh, she hollering.
That's what I do.
There you go, girl. Get you over here having the whole conversation. How you stop the conversation and go holler at the side of the field and come back? I said she's too much.
That's what I do.
You be invested. I love that for you. I love that for you. You've been doing this football thing since I can remember, since Kayla could hold a football.
Yeah.
So this has been a long time coming. So you are a person who's dealt with multiple personalities and kids.
Yeah. Like even if it was sport, if he said he wanted to be in like a reading club, or he wanted to be in a science club or anything like that, whatever, to support them, I would do. Whatever baby girl want to do, I was support. She coming into her little own and things that she wants to do now. So it's like, whatever it is, I'm here to support. You want to read a book? Let's go in a book club. I'm fine with that as well.
And that's another big thing when it comes to legacy. Like, a lot of kids don't experience the support from their parents like that.
You know what? And I was able to see that a lot. When it comes to like support for certain kids. But I think that the way my family is, like my outside family and the family that I created, that we're very loving. So, you know, we gonna take it in. You know, either we good, let's do it. We going to the game, we supporting. I'm here, I'm talking to them. I'm on the sideline with them. I'm doing whatever. I'm here to support you. You need me to come pick you up? I come pick you up. You need me to take you to practice? I'll take you to practice. Right. You know, I'm here to support you. And either way, hey, what's school looking like? You know what I'm saying? What we got going on with them grades? I'm definitely into that. What them grades look like? You know, hey, we got to get scholarships, so you can't be out here fighting. You can't be out here misbehaving. You got things to do. Okay, you know what? Your family state right now is not where you want them to be. Okay, what do you feel that can get your family from back where on track? You want to be? Oh, no, I need to work hard. I need to do this. Let's do it. What's going to keep you on track? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just about doing that. And sometimes it takes a village. You know, and people say that, but they're not willing to do it.
Yeah, because it's a lot of the times when even with, I'm gonna say, with this situation where kids that can be very talented in the family, you may have other family members that may be jealous of how well that kid is doing. So now you have to worry about them being the nasty or the toxic one to you or to that family member because they don't like that. They feel like this person is surpassing them. And it plays a big role in it because then it's like, okay, at the end of the day, when that child succeeds, and not even just a family member, it could be a parent that wasn't active or wasn't there or wasn't, you know, contributing to the growing or whatever, the well-being of that child. And then when that child does make it to a successful level, now you want to come back around. Right. You want to rekindle.
I think that's unfair to the child for you to try to come around in their big moment. Yes. Because, and seeing it, but I think that it's unfair because that parent that was there in the grind, I'm traveling here, I'm doing this, I'm doing all this. I'm sacrificing my whole life around whatever these children got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how you just step in when it's the highlight of the life and like, oh yeah, I've been here supporting. No, you haven't. You know what I mean? And that's just what we go with. If my nephew got something going on, you say you got this pressure, you got that. Oh, okay. We there. We at the game. We at the track meet. We doing this. I want you to know that you have family that will come and support. That's going to show up for you. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't rich by any means, but if we're going to try to get to it, what we got to get this, we got to get this. We're going to figure it out. You know, and we're going to let you know that you love. You know, I want you to be able to look out in the stands and see your family. Right. Or look out in the stands and see people there supporting you. Because it comes with, especially for men, I think, and even as boys, because they grow up to be men, it's like, nah, I got to feel my family going to support me. It's about having that support system. It's important. It's super important.
So do you feel like you're proud of the legacy that you're leaving behind for your family?
I don't know yet. I feel like we're still building on the legacy that we want to leave behind. I feel like we're in the works of the legacy, if that makes sense. You know, I don't think I want to go on to glory today and you know, leave it behind.
I'm saying like the way that the legacy that you built thus far with everything that you have going on.
I'm proud of where it's going. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of where it's going in the direction that it is going. And the examples that we are trying to create for our family or create for our kids to see, like the loving environment, the, you know, parents getting along, parents actually loving each other and loving on each other, or, you know, just genuinely being there for each other and having that be the example for my children. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Having that be the example for my children, like, nah, they, you know, they crazy. Yeah. But, you know, they go hang out, they go do that, but they, you know,
they the fun parents.
They fun too. You know what I'm saying? But they strict when they gotta be, but they fun too. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're fun too, and they're like, they have fun with each other. Right. You know, I will see that. I can say that I saw that, especially from my father's side. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that.
I feel like it's always the daddy side. The daddy side is always the fun side. The mama side, more or less, is the strict side. I feel like the daddy side always is turned. Well, I can't say my mama's side of the family.
I'm not gonna say. I would say in my dad's household, because my mom and my dad are not together. Yeah. Right, but they're still both loving parents. Yeah. But I'll say my dad's household, it was a little bit different than my mom's household. Mm-hmm. It was definitely still love in both households. I would say love and support in both households. It was just different. Yeah. So I think that I gained like who I'm gonna become from both sides. Yeah. And I think sometimes they like, well, I don't want you to be like, man, this is just what I came from, and so I can see both sides, and sometimes it's good, bad, and different sometimes, but we work through it. I pick and choose the things I want to take from my side of the family, because we already know. We know about them, baby. I pick and choose, baby, and then I grab from yours. Pick and choose, grab, because, baby, listen. What they say, everything glitter ain't gold. It ain't all that. Like I said, there's a lot of things that I've learned from my mother that I keep in life and still follow in life, because my mother's a very good woman. She was like she gone. Because I haven't seen it, but she was very good to people. Right. And she was always one of those people of, you treat people how you want to be treated regardless of how they treat you. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been that person. I'm going to be the person to you that I would want you to be to me the first time around. Right. And Lady V, very classy. Oh, what? Like, please. You know what I'm saying? When I was going to teach you how to be a lady. What? You know what I mean? Listen. So she's very... She's doing that with the baby. Oh, like she's very classic lady. So my mom's very classy. Hey, Mom. But my girl always been on her P's and Q's. So I would say that respectful, loving, great mom. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm talking about you to her kids, her grandbabies. Mm-hmm. Now she got grandbabies, but to her kids, she love her kids. You know what I'm saying? Everybody they like, your mama gonna go. You move, she move. Mm-hmm. But I say just like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come with me. Yeah, please. For sure. My mom the same way. She's very loyal to her kids. Mm-hmm. Like, and I mean that in all aspects of everything. Right or wrong, she loyal to them niggas to the end. Mm-hmm. You wrong, my mom gonna tell you. Now she might tell you that too, but she still let you know. But she gonna figure that shit out with you. Loving way, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what? You could have handled this a little bit better. See, you got a loving way. We had it over here. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up what it is. Cut and dry. Your feelings hurt, you get over it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell it to you just like that. That was Brimber. Like, you know you were stupid as hell for doing that, right? Like, why would you even think you would? Like, that's the type of. But we knew what she. You know what I mean? You know my mom, so you know that when she talk like that, it's not to be vindictive. That's how she talks. That's how we all talk. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I know she's telling me because she loved me, and I know I was wrong, and she just want me to understand. Right. But that's just, it's not no soft, gentle parenting with her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? With the brothers I had, she had to be a nigga sometimes. Yeah, so, I got you. So her parenting wasn't as soft as people would normally have. Mm-hmm. Shall I say? You know what I'm saying? But as we got older, she didn't soften up till we got to like adults. Mm. Did she? Well, she had 5 kids, so she had to make sure she had to do what she had to do, and she did. Yeah, and she did. And I every day I'm grateful for that, because I have her work ethic. I have a lot of good traits from my mom. And I think we're a little bit different because you're the youngest kid, and I'm the oldest kid. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So life and experiences are different because you're going through with your parent since they became a parent as the oldest child. Yeah. As the youngest, they kind of already kind of like figured out a little bit. Yeah, they kind of figured out a little bit before you came around. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So they kind of like, okay, I mean, I will say I'm the one that they got right. Oh my God. By the time my mom had her youngest child, my sister, I was 11 years old. Oof. So it was like she'd been doing this. She'd been in the game for 11 years before she had my sister. So the upbringing that she had was a little bit different than the upbringing that I had. Now, and most of the time that my sister, when she was, my mom was saved already.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My mom was saying.
She got Lady B.
Yeah.
She got Lady B. She ain't give Vanessa. She got Lady B. Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, so I think that it was different. And my brother probably, like, you know, by the time he came to it, because he probably was we're 7 years apart. Mm-hmm. So he kind of he couldn't remember anything like besides that. So he only remember her being saved as well. Not saying that I have a big memory of like all that, but it was like, I can remember some things as well, like when, you know.
I can remember as far as back, because like I said, with my older sisters, there's a gap between me and my brothers, because, you know, me and my brothers are stair steps. So my older sisters actually lived. So like us younger ones, we didn't live how they lived.
Right.
So it was like, okay, y'all come into this, you know what I'm saying? We getting this half of it. I'm seeing this half. So I'm seeing the half of my mother taking care of 5 kids by herself. She's starting over. You know what I mean? My dad's in jail at this point. So it's like, you know, she's doing this on her own. So all I ever saw was a hardworking mother making sure we could take trips in the summer. We had summer camp, you know, like getting it out the mud. So that's what I saw. Like, dang, my mama did this shit by her hands, you know what I'm saying, with 5 kids.
Right.
Can't even take that from her. You know what I'm saying? So, like, my mom was just that. She was in her hard era of making sure the girls were what the girls were supposed to be, but my brothers was missing that man. So it was like, the mama gonna love on the boys. So she loving on the boys, but she hard on the girls. So I feel like that's why the dynamic of the girls came out like we are compared to how my brothers are.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because the dynamic definitely switched. Like, it was like night and day when it came to that. Like, I don't think I would have wanted to experience my mom and dad in the first half because they was young. They was young, and they was just like, just hearing the stories, I was like, oh no, I'm glad I wasn't here just yet. Y'all was showing off. Y'all was doing the most. But like, my daddy and my mom was like Bonnie and Clyde. Like, they was together from like, I think my mom was like maybe 21 when she got with my dad. Like, baby out the gate. And I'm like, what the heck? And to this day, like, their relationship is just so funny because he likes to say, oh, she get on my nerve, and she'll say the same thing.
But they be at each other's house. They on the porch together. I said, Ray, y'all too.
Listen, I'm coming over here today. What's she coming to your house for? I don't know. She coming over here. She had me. I had some cigarettes. Like, they can't get away from each other. And my parents are what? I'm in my late 30s, so calculate that. Yeah. That's some years in time now. Granted, they not married and not together, but that's some years in time to still have a good relationship.
Because I feel like they were friends.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So regardless of what happened, they were still friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were still in each other. Like, anything happened, like, I'm still going to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? So they had a genuine friendship within their relationship. You know, so they still care about each other. You can actually see that.
Oh, he do. He know. He be trying to play like she be, man, you want me coming over here thinking that, boy, you know you glad she coming over there. Don't sit your ass down. So don't do brimmery. But anyway, that is our episode about the legacy of family. Gosh, it was good. Yeah. So we will see you in our next episode. Bye.
Bye.